Good morning, welcome to day 5, I think. I've lost track at this point. We are just above tiny town of Gothland. We are way too early for the train again, so what we're going to do is I found out there's a waterfall here. It's called Mallyan Spout. It actually put this place on the map in the Victorian era, so well before, you know, Heartbeat fame, TV fame. So we're going to go check that out. It's a 3-mile circular walk down to Mallyan Spout, over to Beck Hole, no idea what that is, and then back through the town, and maybe there'll be a train here by the time we get back. So the walk, I think, starts technically at the town parking area, but we parked up a little bit on the moorland where I found a pull-out free. You just have to walk a little further. But basically, the walk footpath starts beside the Mallyan Spout Hotel, goes alongside that, and immediately delves into woodlands. So hopefully, it's going to be a really pretty walk. So I've actually realised it's day 6. I really can't count. Just lost track of all time lately. But yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock already. But this last night was cold. Got down to about 40 degrees. My car registered 6 degrees Celsius, and I definitely felt I was warm. Plenty warm in the car. Really good night. Didn't overheat. Yeah, I'm amazed there's absolutely nobody else out this morning. Absolutely beautiful morning for a walk. Definitely chilly, but man, I'm loving this. All the trees are turning as well. So constant downhill here. So I'm guessing it will be a fairly decent climb back up. So we just got down to the bottom of the creek right here. Mallyan Spout, 130 meters that way. Beck Hole, which is the way we're going to go after we check out the waterfall, is 3/4 of a mile. So this isn't a hugely big loop. The walk recommends it takes about 3 hours because you come back up the creek from, or hour and a half or something like that, not very long, 3 miles in total. So yeah, we're going to go check out the waterfall. I would definitely recommend wearing a good pair of walking shoes. Don't wear anything nice, don't wear anything flip-floppy. It's been quite muddy. I mean, we're at the height of summer and it is a lot of mud down here still. So highly recommend wearing a good pair of walking shoes, boots, or rubber boots. Alright, unfortunately this walk is not for anybody with potential mobility issues, as this is the trail we're on right here. It does take a little bit of scrambling and these rocks are a little damp, so just be aware of that if you choose to come do this. It does take some decent footwork. Okay. Woo! As I said, rocks are a little slick through here. Damp, but man, it's really pretty. Oh, I think I might have to put the camera away, but see if we can beat. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put the camera away. I'm gonna need both hands through here. Oh wow, we're just getting our first views here. Still really tough to walk. Oh wow. So we've walked up a little further, and what we're following is absolutely beautiful creek through here. I believe that was the waterfall. Definitely was expecting a little bit more being called a spout. You sort of expect water to be spouting out, but nonetheless it was very pretty. I think I got some good photographs out of it. Wasn't the easiest waterfall to photograph just because of the foliage and everything that was in the way, but hopefully we got some good ones in there. So yeah, we're going to head back to by the waterfall, and then we're going to head down to Beck Hall and check that out. So let's go that way. Whew. This certainly gets the body temperature up climbing all over all these rocks. Definitely not for anyone who's not sure-footed. We've got full use of these two limbs. Alright, left the waterfall behind, but we're still following along beside the river. This is the River Esk through here, not to be confused with the one in Cumbria in the Lake District, which obviously flows through Esk Dale, down below Scafell Pike. So it seems as though we've gone from really cold at 42 degrees this morning to t-shirt weather in the space of maybe 2 hours. The sun is out, there's barely a breeze, but it feels really good. What a stunning day to be out exploring the Yorkshire moors, and it's all its highlights, so feeling really good today. It's gonna be another top day, just like the last two, I think. Oh, it's a good girl, Kai, good girl. And you too, Cody, you too. Alright, we got down to a signpost for Gothland or Grossmont. Didn't see a sign for Beck Hall, but it looks like it's just a town or a village. And not actually like a water feature. I was thinking something along the lines of Wookiee Hole, which is kind of a shame, but you gotta take what the cookie crumbles at you. I think that's about 3 different sayings in one right there. So anyway, heading back to Gothland, and maybe they'll have a train in town and we can go check that out. Alright, well that was quite useful. Bumped into some locals there, asked them about Beck Hall, and they said, yeah, the only thing that's there is a pub, which is currently closed, not surprisingly, for 11:15. So I asked, you know, if it was like a water feature down there, and apparently there is a waterfall back there, but it can be very treacherous to get to, very slick, very slippery. And he said it's much like Mallyan Spout, or Mallyan Spout. So I think we're gonna give that a pass. There's plenty of other waterfalls that we're gonna go check out. And the Yorkshire Dales, which I think are probably worth more of a walk than risking life and limb to go check that one out. So the trail we've been walking up since turning away from the River Esk has been the rail trail, and I believe it is the remnants of the line that used to run from Whitby to Pickering. Now I will double check that. It was later reopened by enthusiast volunteers to create the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, which is the one that goes through Gothland with the steam engines, and it is apparently the most popular heritage railroad in the country, with 350,000 passengers annually. That's quite a lot, even compared to something like British Rail, which is no longer British Rail, but you get the idea. So we're standing, as I thought, on the route of the Whitby-Pickering rail line. We're currently at the top of what's called the Gothland Incline, which is a 1 in 15 gradient and was too steep for horses. So George Stephenson, who had designed this whole rail line, was actually designed this ingenious system to get the load from the bottom to the top. What we're looking at here is how this works. So we started off with a rope wheel at the top, and these water tanks went down on a hemp rope as the load was pulled up to the top, and they were reattached at the top to horses which then did their onward journey. So once the tanks were down to the bottom, the water was then emptied into the river, and there was a reservoir at the top to refill the tanks as they went back up. This was replaced in 1847 by a steam-powered system compared to the water, and this whole place was abandoned in 1865 when the deviation line, which went around the area and was much more safe for the rail line and passengers and staff, was opened in 1865. And that's where we're going to head now, to the Gothland Station. Alright, so we're here at Gothland Station, aka Aidensfield, home of Heartbeat. Unfortunately, the next train isn't due through until 1:45, which is it's 11:15 now, so about an hour and a half. We might be able to find enough to do between now and then, but we'll see. But still a very cool old station. Alright, so we changed our plans slightly. Gothland was getting extremely busy, so I kind of took a look at the maps to see where the train line ran, because there wouldn't have been much viewing with the amount of people that were coming through there. Plus the trains aren't stopping there, so it would just do a flyby through the station. So I had to look at where the train goes, and found a place a couple miles down the road that's part of a nature reserve, and there's a trail that goes right across the tracks. So we're gonna come down here, hopefully catch a little bit of the train coming through, real close up, preferably not too close up playing chicken and right in front of it, but hopefully we'll get some decent footage. So we're at the Finn Bog Nature Reserve, and it's very much a bog and lots of natural oils in the ground. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here and enjoy and probably eat lunch. So we're here at Pickering Station, sort of checking out some of the Living History Museum, I guess is what they call it, because it's all set up down below like it would have been, yeah, 100 years ago in the 1860s. They got some carriages down here, so we'll go check them out here shortly. Well, that was quite cool. It was kind of neat just standing over the bridge when that train came in, and just the smoke in your face, although it wasn't much since it wasn't under power anymore. It was definitely cool walking around the station, like I said, Living Museum, seeing the suitcases and how they've got it decorated with the old W.H. Smith stall, newspaper stand, and just all the little details made it really, really interesting and quite a unique thing. So definitely worth checking out. Everything I've done so far, except for the RSPB Nature Reserve, has been absolutely free, which has been really, really great. And even that was quite inexpensive for a single person. So yeah, we're at our campsite for tonight. This is where we're going to set up. So thanks for watching. It'd be great if you could hit that like and subscribe button. It's always going to help. And we'll catch you tomorrow on the way to the Yorkshire Dales.